dash cam set up in my car to show you guys the drive-in to the put-in. So pretty. Well, I can honestly say that I've never had this problem. I'm trying to get the canoe off the car. Yes, it's snowing, and it's frozen. Not sure how I'm gonna get it off. Well, it's November 9th, and it's snowing. I'm at the Haliburton Highlands Water Trails, and I'm gonna camp here for the night. I've just got a really easy one-nighter because the weather was supposed to be really, really horrible, and whiteouts on the highways and all that kind of stuff. There's alerts out, so just doing something really close by. Jeez, got a stream to come down here. Alright, well, it's 5:30, but you wouldn't know it. It's dark as can be out. I got my tent set up, got a little bit of a fire going. Some lovely person hid, I can't really show you anything because it's so dark. Some lovely person hid a bunch of firewood in here underneath a whole bunch of brush, and I'll get some firewood tomorrow morning when I get up and replenish some of it, but I'm just going to have a small fire anyways. I don't plan on sitting out too late. I just want to make my dinner and eat, and plan is to relax tonight, get comfy cozy in my sleeping bag, and read a book. So we'll see how I make out with that. I'm not too good at laying still for a long time, but I'm going to give it a go. It's really nice out here. It's not cold at all, and there's no snow. However, again, not that you can see, but there's all trees above me. I have quite a canopy sheltering me on this site, so I think I picked a good one. I just have to tie the canoe up, and then I'm going to make my dinner. So yesterday I made up a whole bunch of chicken stew, and I brought some with me to have for dinner tonight. There's chicken gravy that I made, potatoes, carrots, mushrooms. I think that's it. So I'm just going to heat that up. I brought a piece of bread to eat with it, and I also brought some of that crescent roll dough stuff, but I think I might just eat it as it is, and that's it. It's really filling. I tried a little bit yesterday while I was making it, and I was getting full just taste testing it, so I'm looking forward to eating it. Just heating it up, and then I'm going to eat. Well, it actually only took like not even 3 minutes to heat up, so I'm gonna eat. It looks really good. It is so good. It just like it warms me up right down. Again, not that it's freezing out here, but it's just warming me right up. It's so good. Yum. I'm gonna go eat it before it gets cold. Okay, I got my pot on there full of water, and I'm going to heat that up for my hot water bottle and my Nalgene. I'm going to make my way to the tent. Hey! Well, it's Saturday, November 9th, and I am in the Haliburton Water Trails. I am on my first cold camping canoe trip, and I classify it as cold camping because there's snow. It's not super cold. It's supposed to go down to -10 with the wind chill tonight, but it's been pretty decent most of the evening. I haven't even worn my gloves, which was very weird because when I went to pick up the canoe at lunch to put it up on the car, I decided to come here this morning. I'll finish the glove story first. I went to put my canoe on the car at lunch and my gloves, I didn't put my gloves on soon enough. And then when I went to put them on, my hands were wet and they're brand new gloves and they're super tight still. And I couldn't get them on. And then my hands were just getting that, you know, that burning feeling where you're like, oh, it's really, really terrible. And I was like, I don't know if I should go today. I really, really don't know if I should go. And I haven't worn my gloves the whole time, so it just goes to show you. Sometimes you work fear up in your head and it doesn't always become a reality. So anyways, big change of plans today, tomorrow. I was originally going to go camping Saturday. I was going to get up at like 8, 9 in the morning, head out. I was going to do a lake off the Tim, which was 2 portages in. And just do like, I know it's not super remote, but still 2 portages in the snow in the canoe in November. I thought it was pretty decent for a one-nighter. You know, hopefully see some moose. I was super excited. Been wanting to go to this lake a few times now this summer and this season, but just didn't work out. So I thought, yes, I'm going to go. I found out all the information, how to get the permit, blah, blah, blah. And then yesterday, this big alert popped up on my computer saying that we were going to get some major snow squalls and 2 to 5 centimeters of snow every hour and all this stuff. But then I looked at the hourly when it came up yesterday and it said less than a centimeter every hour. So I'm like, total accumulation, maybe 10 centimeters. Well, people are like, oh, 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters is like this big. It's not very much snow at all. So it was the blowing though. There was really bad winds. And the Tim can be tricky in the wind. And it was the way the direction wind was going. I picked a site here that was pretty much this close to the put-in. However, it's, I don't know, maybe a 4 or 5 kilometer drive down the road to get to the put-in. So I don't hear any cars, I'm not near any people, but I only paddled like 5 minutes to get here. Now, supposedly there's a trail that runs in behind this site that goes to the road. So I thought worst case scenario, you know, if it gets really cold, the water freezes, whatever, I can just take the trail, I can portage the canoe out. This is a simple trip, easy in, easy out, can walk out if I have to, and I just wanted to come. I want to get some pictures in the snow, and I wanted to be in the canoe in the snow because I don't think I've ever done that. I can't remember ever doing that. I've been in the kayak, but not in snow, just in ice. So this is a first for me, being out in the canoe in the snow. So anyways, that's my blah 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 for today. Okay, so I'm all comfy cozy in my bed. My hot water bottles were not hot enough. I heated up the water on the fire and the fire wasn't really roaring, so I ran out and heated up the water again, and now I have toasty hot water in my hot water bottle. I got one in my Nalgene at my feet, and then I got like an actual hot water bottle on my stomach under my shirt. Oh, it's nice and warm. And I got my Russian hat on, so I'm toasty warm. It's not that cold out. But there's really weird sounds outside. I just heard something. It sounded like a horse galloping towards my tent. I don't know what it was, but it was really loud. And I just kind of was like, I clapped my hands a couple of times and I said, "Go away, Bear, go away!" I yelled really loud. And then it was quiet. I don't know what happened to it or where it went, but it was pretty loud. It's probably a chipmunk. You know how they always sound like they're moose out there. I'm really excited to wake up and look outside. It's going to be so pretty. There was a little bit of snow on the ground when I got here, but it's been snowing pretty much since I got here at like, I think like 5:30, 5:15, something like that. I got here 5:30. So pretty much it's been snowing nonstop since then. So it should be really pretty when I wake up tomorrow. Night. Did you hear that? That's what I call the snow rumbles. At first I thought it was an animal running through the forest towards my tent, but the snow is very wet and it's all stuck to the tops of the trees, and I'm under quite the canopy of forest here. And every, I don't know, 15 or 20 minutes the wind blows and it's like someone's running on top of the trees knocking all the snow down, and it just makes this really loud sound. It's kind of cool, but it's keeping me awake now. It keeps waking me up, it's so loud. Hello! It's 4:30 a.m. I just got up to use the privy, and it's super windy out. It sounds super windy out. The thing is the wind right now is only half of what it's supposed to be. So I went down to the water. I had the canoe tied up just on one end. I moved it to a more sheltered spot and tied both ends to a tree. It's right in between two trees that are almost exactly 15 feet apart. Everything's secure for now. The tent has got a lot of snow on it. I had to knock all the snow off. It was in big chunks, and every once in a while it just sounds like somebody's throwing a massive frozen snowball at the tent. But the tent is fine, zippers are working, everything's okay. So I'm gonna go back to bed. I'm gonna crawl in my sleeping bag. The wind sounds really bad, but my tent is barely blowing or moving. And I don't know if you guys remember my my trip to Killarney last year over Thanksgiving. It was windbound for quite a few hours, and my whole tent was shaking like crazy. So I think it just sounds worse than it is, because I'm not seeing any effects. Well, good morning. It is a beautiful morning here on the Haliburton Highlands Water Trails. I have caught a break right now in the wind gusts, and for the next half hour or so they're going to be down, and then they're just going to rise for the day. So I think I'm going to pack quickly and make a break for it. I actually just have to paddle around the corner and down, and I'm in a pretty sheltered spot, and I picked this spot intentionally because of that. So hopefully the canoe's not too frozen. It's covered in snow. It's got some pine needles and stuff frozen to it, but I think I should be good. Just gonna tear down and get out. Alright, well, I managed to pack up pretty quick. I just stuffed everything in bags. I have no portage. I just have to carry the stuff from the put-in to the car, which is, I don't know, 50 feet maybe. So because the wind is down, I have to hurry and I need to get out of here. So I just threw everything in bags, and I'm just going to throw them in the canoe. I just have to put the tent has to go in the pack before I can put anything else in it. So I'm going to tear that down right now. I'm ready to go. My bag packed. Camera fell down again, so I just left it. Gotta go get the canoe down, pack it up, and get out. I'm all ready to go. Just gotta pull the boat into the water and put the big bag in it, and paddle really fast over to the takeout. It only took me 5 minutes yesterday, and I took my time, so it shouldn't be too bad. All right, well, in the little bay that I have to go to, it's pretty calm. So here's a picture of me paddling in the snow. Here I am, paddling in the snow. It's so pretty. Well, I've made it back safe and sound. No problem at all with the wind. I was actually just right over there. Just around the corner there. So it wasn't very far at all. That's how I planned it, because I knew the weather was going to be like this, and I didn't want to get stuck. But I could have also hiked out and carried the canoe out. So always make sure that if you go out at this time of year, you're safe and you have lots of options in case you come up with some issues. Hey, well, I'm back at the takeout, and really enjoyed paddling in the snow. It was awesome. Had a great time. It was a short trip, but it was fun. And at a trip like this, I don't want to be out long anyways. There's really not much you can do except sit around in your tent and read a book. But I really enjoyed it, and I'm glad I got to finally canoe in the snow and completed my first canoe cold camp. This might be my last canoe trip of the season. I might be able to get out next weekend. We'll see what happens. But if not, it's been a great season. So something new I learned this trip, canoe straps freeze. So I had to turn on the car as soon as I got out and put the straps on the dash to heat them up so they would become pliable again. They were pretty much frozen. Even though they were in the back of the car, they were frozen from yesterday when I came in, and frozen they stayed. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again soon. It's almost time for hot tenting. Well, I guess technically it is time for hot tenting. I could probably go home, pick up the hot tent and hot tent tonight. Canoe and hot tent in one day. That'd be kind of fun, but I'm gonna go home and get warm and have a nice hot bath and get all my gear dried out, and some of it put away for the season, and some of it will be transferred over to use for the winter. So I hope you guys had a great canoe season, and I really appreciate you watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you soon. Bye.